Hi, welcome to this code lab on building a Unity project and deploying it to Oculus or Meta Quest 2. So in this code lab, we're going to create a simple game which looks like this. In the first step, we created a new project using the Unity editor. So some of the prerequisites for this are that we need the Unity hub and we need Unity. So once you have Unity installed, you should have all the prerequisites. You do need a few build settings. So if we go to build settings here, we can select the target platform here for our project. So in this case, we're going to first see what this scene is set up to do. So in our scene, we have our scripts folder, which has our player component, and our player component is connected to the sphere. So if we look at our sphere, we have our player component connected to it, and the code for the player component looks something like that. So it's a pretty simple game, and if we run it, we can see that it allows us to move our sphere according to basic physics. So that's part of the game. And then if we stop the game, so the next step after you have Unity Hub is to start a new project, but before that we have to install the latest SDKs. So let's look at the install editor and find the ones which have LTS support. So the 2021 313 F1 has Apple Silicon support and LTS. So let's install that. We're going to select Android build support and Mac build support, and we can also select the documentation. So this would take a bit of time, so we'll continue after this has installed. After you have the installation of our editor or the installation of the SDK, is to then go open the project and go to build settings. So in our build settings, we need to check a few things. The first thing is that texture compression should be set to ASTC. The ETC2 fallback is 32-bit. We can select build app bundle by checking the checkbox. Make sure that the run device shows up on ADB. You can select the development build checkbox and make sure that the compression method is set to LZ4. Now we could build and run here, but let's check some of the build settings or the project settings. So we go to the edit menu and go to project settings, and in our project settings we can select the company name, product name, version, and if our SDK is correctly installed, we should have this Android section right here. Set the color space to linear. If it's set to a gamma, you can change it to linear. Make sure graphics APIs are set to OpenGL ES3, and then if we scroll down, we should see that multi-threaded rendering should be switched on, and then in the identification section we have our package name, our version name, and the min API level should be Android 6 Marshmallow with the target API to set to automatic, and in our scripting backend it should be set to IL2CPP with the compat level to standard 2.0, and we should checkbox the ARM64 checkbox, and target devices can be all, install location can be automatic, and if we scroll down we can check these settings. So those are all the settings under project settings. Now if we were to select build settings again and build and run, the app should start running on our Oculus, and we can see it run here. So it's completed the build and it seems to be running now on the device, so we can wear our headset. And on the headset we should see the app running. So here's a video of the app running when I ran it last, which is the blue ocean and the sphere, and we have our controller also triggering the sphere to move. So that's all for this code lab. Thanks for watching.